So it's just a short introduction, okay? So we're gonna do the Zero Dust Heroic Challenge for the 4th time, and this time it will be the one night in Karazhan. So what is Zero Dust Challenge? We've done that in the previous 3 adventures. So basically, we went through every single heroic bosses, and the total dust count altogether is 0. It's not lying. I know a lot of people doing Zero Dust Challenge, and then they finally come to like a some kind of like obstacle or something, and they don't have enough time. I know some people don't have enough time, that they ended up just putting a specific card in there. For example, the inner file for a OTK priest stuff, and they say this is a pretty good free-to-play deck. It's actually free to play. You can free to play and get like 80 dust to craft 2 inner file. Maybe 200. I'm not quite sure. But what we've done entirely 0 dust. We're not going to tolerate. We're not going to give in. We're just that stubborn. It's actually stubborn. So the goal is to complete the heroic mode using cards on which crafting is or like once worse, not mandatory. So as if for now, as you can see on the screen, the eligible cards are Basic Set, Blackrock Mountain Set, League Explorers, One Night in Karazhan, available ones because the full card list is not out yet. And last of all is like Cthulhu and Beacon of Evil, right? And then we have optional cards. Those cards once were free, but now are not because they rotated out. Rotated out, I mean. So next Rama set and the 2 reward cards. And now we go to the banned cards. A lot of cards, very important cards for most of the decks. Specifically for the heroic bosses are from packs. So basically, we're not going to use any cards from packs. Includes Basic Set, Goblin vs Gnomes Grand Tournament, Whispers of the Old Gods, and the 2 reward cards. So this is basically what we're doing so far. So once again, I'm going to clear some kind of confusion. You know, I've been asked a lot of questions like this, so I explained a lot of them in the Blackrock Mountain challenge, but it won't hurt if I answer some of the questions again. So first of all, why would you want to do a 0 dust challenge? Well, I studied my free-to-play tag, which is this one, Salty Shang one. It's like last year, at the beginning of last year. At that time I was like doing the next Ramas. I do have a main tag, which I bought a lot of packs, like just like buy all the adventures till now, I mean. But on the free-to-play tag, this one is totally free. I haven't spent 1 cent in it, and yet we unlocked all the adventures. That's actually a pretty good deal, right? That costs a lot of dust, a lot of coins actually. So what I do is like daily quests on the arena every day, like not exactly every day, but most of the time, to collect them, so that I can buy myself some packs and unlock the adventures. So at that time, I don't have a good collection when I was doing the 0 dust next Ramas, heroic next Ramas. That's when I searched the internet and I found someone at that time was doing a basic cards versus heroic next Ramas, and I was like totally inspired by that. I was like, that's actually pretty cool. I like this idea. I done it myself, pretty frustrated somewhere, but in the end, I done it. I was like pretty satisfied. That's why I say, why not do that in the following adventures as well? So what I got from the normal mode, from the class challenge, those cards helped me in the subsequent like adventures. Then went down to the Blackrock Mountain, which is like nearly impossible to do it with 0 dust cards. So I gave up for that one until the Legal Explorers. At that time, I used the Max Ramas and the Blackrock Mountain cards. We actually made it happen. And then after that, I was like, why not use the cards in League Explorers back in the Blackrock Mountain? Maybe we'll figure some other pretty interesting deck building stuff. And as a result, we've done it. We actually completed Heroic Blackrock Mountain. Some of the bosses really difficult. Emperor Thorison, Grand Blackhand, I think the Maloriak, and the 2 Nefarian encounter. Extremely difficult, but we made it happen. Some of them we even used a Reno deck, just to make that tiny chance, like 0.1% draw chance, mulligan chance, like play style happen. But we did it. We recorded and we have YouTube videos as proof. So that's really satisfying. So now we have Karazhan, we're gonna do it again. The first win, I feel like maybe we need to wait a little bit for the entire cards come out for Karazhan. We can probably go back, but we're already done the second win, right? I'm pretty happy with it. So we're gonna do it again. The reason I do it is because I love the challenge, this kind of challenge. Many people grab the cards from the normal and the class challenge mode, and they just play constructive or arena. But I really like playing against AI stuff, like trying different decks. Just go for that challenge. All kinds of different stuff. I want this combo as well, I want that one. Play it, just play it, and make it happen. Now the second question is, are like Zero Dust decks free to play? I know there's a lot of cards from the current adventure, but there's some other cards from Blackrock Mountain or League Explorers. Are they actually free to play? Sometimes you may require dust. You can see in the Hearthstone, some of the cards are actually considered dustable cards. So the way I feel, I played this tag for free. That's why it is free to play. And also, those cards doesn't require crafting, right? You can just buy the current available adventures from the shop using the in-game gold, 700 coins a win, and you can get those cards right away. So definitely free to play. Now the next question is, are those decks consistent in those challenge? I made those decks, people say, I tried this deck like 30 times, that doesn't work. This deck sucks. If you want me to reply to that, I would say those decks actually does they do suck a lot. Some of the decks I play once, I make it happen. I'm not going to play it again. But this is all for the challenge. We go for a specific combo. Many other really consistent decks against the heroic bosses, it requires a lot of like combos. They can happen either way. So Zero Dust challenge decks definitely not consistent. Sometimes really bad. We make it happen once. I show you how it actually works, what's the story behind it, and that would be it. We make a video about it. So that would be it. And then what about the AI improvement or patches? A lot of questions like that. I receive a lot of feedback like, those bugs are not going to work anymore. The AI is not going to play this card on turn 1 or turn 2. It's actually Blizzard patching those bugs, right? Improving the AI like stuff. It's like that happens all the time. So what will happen then? We'll keep the original date of when we build the decks, and that would be it. So that will show you whether this deck was built before the patch or after. So if you ask me, if you say, well, why not just redo the entire challenge? I would say that would be unrealistic. But for the specific ones, if I'm really interested, I probably will update the video about it using a totally different ones, totally different deck. That will happen. And now we'll talk about the standard format. Why you're not going to use Next Rama's cards in this challenge? Yeah, Next Rama cards used to be in the shop for free. Not for free. You can buy them using coins, but they're rotated out. I know a lot of people, if you say going to do the zero dust challenge, I'm going to explore spoil the Kettle Salt Tongue bug, right? A lot of people like Kettle Salt Tongue bug, but I liked it a lot. Used to. We actually use a lot of them sometimes in the some of the bosses, but unfortunately, it's better we're not going to use them because they are no longer zero dust. So so far we've done second wins, 3 decks, no Kettle Salt, no next Rama's cards in there. I like it, right? And is there any other stuff we need to talk about? Any other issues we need to address? We'll probably do a little bit more follow-up, like more FAQ stuff sections as we progress in the in this challenge, and look forward to your support as well. Your feedback like really carries me on to this challenge. It's like there used to be really tough time when we do the Blackrock Mountain, but whenever I feel really terrible with about, especially Blackhand one, I look at the feedback, the positive feedback about other decks. I was like totally inspired, like encouraged. So yeah, let's make this happen once again for the 4th time. So you can check out my YouTube channel for the complete playlist of all 3 previous adventures, or you can watch me live at my Twitch channel for the current challenge, Karazhan. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.